Updated the 9th of August 2017, 2250 SDF. North Korea has mastered the technology to build a hydrogen bomb that is exponentially more powerful than an atomic bomb and could feasibly fit onto the end of an intercontinental ballistic missile. Their nuclear program is far more serious than thought, writes Ann Barker. When the United States dropped the atomic bomb Little Boy on the Japanese city of Hiroshima 72 years ago, the nuclear bomb exploded with a force equivalent to about 15,000 kilotons of TNT and sent a mushroom cloud literally sky-high. Little Boy itself was 3 meters long, about 70 centimeters round, and weighed nearly 4,500 kilograms. Its destruction extended for miles. In fact, the biggest nuclear bomb ever detonated was the Tsar Bomba, a hydrogen bomb exploded by the Russians in 1961. It produced a 50-megaton blast and a mushroom cloud nearly 40 kilometers high, making it about 3,300 times more powerful than Little Boy. An atomic bomb relies on nuclear fission, the splitting of an atom's nucleus to create different elements, a process which produces extraordinary energy. Whereas an H-bomb, or thermonuclear bomb, uses the energy from nuclear fission to fuel a secondary process of nuclear fusion, where the nuclei of smaller atoms fuse together to create even heavier elements, and thereby release even more energy. By its nature then, a thermonuclear bomb produces an exponentially higher force than an atomic bomb of the same size or weight. And given that today's weapons are so much more precise than those unleashed in the 1950s and 60s, it follows that modern-day nuclear bombs are now smaller, but more powerful. This process of miniaturization has continued ever since. By the early 1960s, the U.S. was well on the way to developing the Davy Crockett, the first nuclear rocket and small enough to use on a battlefield. Today, the U.S. is believed to have hundreds of these so-called tactical nukes that in theory could be deployed from nuclear submarines. They could include missiles and artillery shells. And their small size means they can be deployed at shorter range but still with extraordinary power. By contrast, North Korea's recent missile tests have involved intercontinental ballistic missiles that by definition cover a trajectory of thousands of kilometers and reach into space before re-entering the atmosphere. The heat and energy required for re-entry means size and weight are crucial. As such, the US, Japan and South Korea have been deeply skeptical until now that North Korea could possibly have the capability of fitting a nuclear warhead on a ballistic missile. If indeed Pyongyang has developed a miniaturized bomb, that would be a game-changer. Because it means North Korea has mastered the technology to build a hydrogen bomb that is exponentially more powerful than an atomic bomb and could feasibly fit onto the end of an intercontinental ballistic missile. It would mean the perceived threat from North Korea's nuclear program is far more serious than thought. And specifically, its threats to attack the U.S. mainland, and potentially its allies, including Australia, can no longer be taken as just saber-rattling.